enjoying these application videos. Obviously, this one is for blue-eyed girls. Whoops, blue-eyed. Wait, which way? There we go. Blue-eyed girls. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you too can be a beauty influencer, a beauty consultant. You don't have to be perfect, which is what I love about this industry. Anyway, thanks for watching these videos. And as I was about to say, this one is for blue-eyed, it's the opposite, blue-eyed girls. However, it's very neutral. So really anybody can wear these colors. So blue-eyed girls want to wear pinks, purples, and red browns. Now, these are a little bit darker browns. So I would, in order to make your eyes look a little bit bluer, I might switch out the hazelnut to a cinnabar if you're willing to wear a little bit of a darker brown color. It's a reddish brown. Now, hazelnut does have, it's a slightly red brown, but cinnabar is a darker red brown. So if you are darker skin tone than I am, you might want to look at possibly using cinnabar instead of hazelnut. But we're going to get started, and you can see I have one eye done and I haven't done the other eye yet. We're going to do that together, but I wanted to show you. So we're still using our shimmer sticks. If you have not tried our shimmer sticks yet, they come in 5 colors, and I no longer use an eye primer. I simply use one of these sticks, whether it's the pink prisms, the golden sunset, or this one is radiant bronze. We're going to be using this today. If you watched the application video from last week, it was married and flirty, and we actually used the Midnight Galaxy, which I still have here. The Midnight Galaxy is dark, but we put it on our whole eye, and it was actually very pretty look. I got so many compliments on that look. So this time we are doing blue eyes. This is what it would look like in the perfect palette. And so this is actually Blossom. It looks kind of white in the on the screen, but it's actually a pale pink. So it's a pale pink. Hazelnut is a red brown, and then Espresso is a dark brown. And then the cheek color I have in here is Rosy Nude, but we're actually going to blend 2 cheek colors together. We're going to use Rosy Nude and Rogue Rose. We're going to blend them together for our cheek color. And then this side is also magnetic. So you can either put in the applicators here, or you could put that other cheek color. You could put both cheek colors in here and add 3 more eye colors down here. So that's how our palettes work. They're magnetic. And so as you run out of one color, you simply replace the one color and they don't fall out. Okay. So you just replace the one. Unlike other palettes that you buy from other stores, when you run out of one color, which you always use one color more than the other colors, then you end up having to replace the entire palette. But with Mary Kay, you can keep your compact and simply replace the one color that you need. And our eye colors are simply $8. I mean, I think that is the least expensive eye color that you can find anywhere. So let's get started with this application. So I'm going to show you that we're going to get started with the Radiant Bronze Eye Shimmer Stick. And as I was saying, I actually use this as a primer. So I have no primer on. I'm just using the shimmer stick because these are waterproof. And so when you put this on, now I have deep set eyes, so I want to keep it nice and bright on the inside. So you can see I put that blossom in there, but I only did the radiant bronze like halfway. I don't go all the way onto my lid. And you can use our cream eye color brush to blend it um if it's too much product. The eye blending cream color brush is great to blend these colors to make them a little bit lighter and creamier. But I also have a makeup artist friend who says that using your finger warms up the color, making it easier to blend. So I've just been using my finger because I use my cream color brush for my under eye corrector. So you can see that's the Radiant Bronze. It went on a little bit dark, but you can see when you blend it, it warms up, it spreads out, and it just gives your eye a little bit of a shimmer. So that is the color that is on my lid here. It's on my lid here. And as you saw, it looked a little bit dark when it goes on. But then you just blend it. You warm it up and blend it, and it lightens up to what I have on my eye right there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our eye blending brush for my crease color. Remember, what's the tip on eyebrows? Leave your eyebrows where they are. Do not lift your eyebrows up to put the color on, because then when you relax, you won't be able to see the color. So I'm going to dip this eye blending brush into Hazelnut. And then I am going to leave my eyebrows where they are. And I'm just going to blend it right under my brow bone. Just like that. Right under my brow bone. So the idea is to make the brow bone recede and make the eyeball look bigger. So you want to put a darker color. Well, usually you put a darker color on your bone than you do on your lid, but we're doing this look with the radiant bronze, and that is hazelnut. So Cinnabar is right next to it in my big palette here. This is Cinnabar. So I was talking about the red brown. If you are okay with darker colors, I would go with red brown with blue eyes because red browns really make blue eyes pop. I'm just going to put a little bit more actually on both sides. Sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes I finish my eye makeup and then I go and I do my hair. And then I'm looking at my makeup and I'm like, oh, I could have blended better, or I could use a little more color here or there. So eye color is not really an exact science, just so you know. You just do what put it on, see how you like it. And I also feel like for whatever reason, our Mary Kay colors, they tend to soften as they're on the face longer. So you may not love it the first time you put it on, but as you wear it, like for 2 minutes, it starts to change on your face and it's really quite beautiful. Okay, so this is Blossom. This is that light pink color. I am going to put it on the inner corner of my eye to brighten it up and blend it. I'm going to pull it onto my lid a little bit and up into my brow bone because I want to brighten up the inner corner of my eye. See how much better that looks? I think I'm actually going to also do this side again. Even though I already did this eye, I'll make it a little bit brighter. Okay. This look is so simple. It's going to be done in a second. So I am going to use now the eye smudger brush, and I'm going to put it into Espresso, which is that dark brown color. And I'm going to use it as an eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the outer corner of my eye, put the most color deposited on the outer corner of my eye, and then I'm just going to come across my lash line, right across with the eye smudger brush. So it's not going to be a real thin eyeliner, okay? But I'm going to use the eye smudger brush, and then I'm going to blend it up into my crease because I want to create depth. And remember, dark colors make things recede. Whoop, I got to relax my eyebrow. Did you catch me? I had my eyebrow up. I got to relax. I had my eyebrow up so I could do my lashes, but then you got to relax your eyebrow so you can put it where it needs to be out here. Okay, so there is that. Okay, now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to take our eyeliner eyebrow brush, and I'm going to dip this into the espresso as well, because I do want to make sure that I get as close to my lashes as I can with that nice, so it looks like an eyeliner, a smudged eyeliner. I want to make sure that my lashes look nice and thick. The whole purpose of eyeliner, honestly, is to make your lashes look thicker at the bottom. That's what we use it for. Now, that's the look. It's that simple. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my, what is this called? Eye blending brush. And I'm just going to blend my colors together. You don't ever want to see where one color starts or stops. You just want them to blend together. And just like that, my eye makeup is done. What? Okay, now you can see that I have fallout because the espresso is quite dark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a wedge and I'm going to put some of our antioxidant moisturizer on it. I mean, look at, you can see it's even dark down here. So I'm going to squirt some antioxidant moisturizer on it. I'm going to clean up what we call the fallout. It's the eyeshadow fallout. Oop. Look at how much it picked up. So just clean up my skin. Now, it did kind of give me eyeliner on the bottom, which is fine. I can put, it's not a harsh eyeliner. It's a nice brown espresso color. If it didn't go down here, you could also use the Hazelnut as your bottom eyeliner, but you want your bottom liner to be lighter than your your top lid, because you want all of the, I'm going to smudge it with my finger if you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm smudging it with my finger to make it a little bit lighter because I have deep set eyes. And so if I line top and bottom, it makes my eyes look really small and into my head. And so I want to make sure that this underneath my eye is very, very light so that it doesn't look like my eyes disappear inside my head. I want to have nice big eyes. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foundation primer on. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh my goodness. You would think I had not had my coffee yet today, but I have had my coffee. I've already curled my lashes. And of course, I'm going to use my lash intensity. I already have it on this eye, so I'm going to put it on this side. Now, when you use lash intensity, there's a flat side to the brush and bristles on the brush. So what you want to do is you want to apply the mascara with the flat side and then brush it through with the bristles. And that is going to make your lashes look, gives you 200 times the volume. Now, inside the inside corner of your eye, it's a little bit harder to get that flat side in there, but on the outer part and the center of your lashes, I love this mascara. Lash Intensity. This is Lash Intensity. It's 18. Okay, now I do like to put the Great Heights over top of it, but first I'm going to put on my foundation. So I'm going to let that dry. I could put it right on this eye because I've already done this eye, but I'll just do them together. Okay, so I just squeeze a little bit of this. That's all you need. I'm going to lift up my bangs. I already did my hair, so there's hairspray, but you know, I don't use a lot of hairspray. Do you guys use hairspray still? Do you remember back in the day we used to use Aquanet and the bottle was like this big and you sprayed it? Oh my gosh. I hardly use hairspray these days, but with these bangs, how many of you have bangs? Like bangs keep you looking younger, just so you know. Like, because if you have any forehead, although I don't have forehead wrinkles because I use our limited dynamic wrinkle limiter, okay? But if you have wrinkles on your forehead, then bangs keep you looking younger because you can't see the wrinkles on your forehead. So that's why I've been wearing bangs, but they have a mind of their own. How many of you have bangs? They truly have a mind of their own. You try to get them to go, like, look at this one is like sticking out here. Mind of its own. Can't get it to lay down flat. It's being silly, but that's how it is. And now I'm going to do so usually I do my makeup before I do my hair, but since I'm coming live to you all, I want to look somewhat civilized when I go on, because otherwise you're going to be like, who's this lady giving us makeup advice? She looks a mess, at least until I'm finished. Okay, now I just messed up my bangs. Let me fix them. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, now, if you've noticed in the past, I usually put on my under eye corrector before I put on my foundation. But my girlfriend Sarah, who's in my Facebook group with a video of makeup application with our new eye shimmer sticks, she was a makeup artist on like New York's Fashion Week. She would do models and such. She says to put your foundation on. Now that technology is different, put your foundation on, let the foundation do its job. And then if you still need concealing, then add under eye corrector or concealer on blemishes and things like that. She says, so let the foundation do its job. And I guess she's right, because look at my dark under eyes don't look as bad now that I just put this on. How about that? If you're wondering, I'm a beige N150. And now I'm going to use the light peach under eye corrector, although I don't need a whole lot. But look at how my eyes just popped. This is another reason I like to put foundation on after I do my eye makeup, because I feel like you can just really see your eye makeup better. I'm wondering if I need to blend a little bit better on this side. See, you finish and you think you're done, and then you look at it and you're like, well, I could have blended a little bit more. There we go. Make it a little bit softer. Oh my gosh, this is such a pretty look. It's all neutrals. It's all neutrals, but it's very pretty. Okay, I am using our light peach under eye concealer, and I'm going to use that. Oops, that's not the right one. Hold on, I have it. What did I do with it? Here it is. Cream color brush. So this is the brush you can use to spread that eye shimmer on your lid if you want to, but I only have one with me right here, so I'm going to use it for my under eye corrector. And then I'm just going to put this under my eye. to brighten it up a little bit. But you can see a teeny tiny bit goes a long, long way. It's hard to do in the camera. I feel like the camera is totally backwards. Anyway, I guess that's a setting I can change. Here we go. Put this peach on here. Peach and purple are opposite on the color wheel. And so our under eye corrector is peach. We have a light peach for ivory beige skin tones and a deep peach for bronze skin tones. So we've got something for everybody. Look at how much brighter my inner eye is now. Okay, so I finished that. We're going to go to cheeks, and then I'm going to come back and put my mascara on. And we even have some lips for this look. We actually get to use a lip liner. Praise Jesus. We get to use a lip liner because all her other looks were just lip glosses. And if you have any fine lines, the lip gloss can tend to feather into those fine lines. So this time we get to use a lip liner, which I'm super excited about. So she has us blending two. If you've not watched any of my videos prior to this, there's a top sales director named Heather Daniel Kent, and she's the one putting these looks together for us. Uncomplicated Beauty. That is what we've been doing. And again, this is for the blue eyes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine Rosy Nude. Oops, you can't see it. Rosy Nude with Rogue Rose. So Rogue Rose is a really peachy color. Rosy Nude is a neutral color. And she blends them together. She showed us her palette. She has a pro palette just like mine. And the whole bottom is cheek colors. And she says that sometimes she just rubs her cheek color brush on it and then puts on whatever gets on the brush. But that's what she does. And she always looks stunning, right? So it seems to work. Okay, so I'm going to do this, putting it on both of them. And then I smile, right? You put it on the puffy part of your cheek and blend up to your temple. And for those of us that are over 35, we want to put that cheek color up top to bring up. We want people looking at our eyes. And that is where we're going to do that. Okay. I'm going to wipe this brush off a little bit. Blend a little of the cheek. And there you have it. There's the cheek color. Now, we're going to do lips. And lips today are, make sure I have the right one, our lip liner in Rose. And remember, these are waterproof. Oh, okay. These are waterproof. You start at the peaks of your lips. Okay. And then you go down to the corner and you go up to the line you just drew. And that way, you don't cut any part of your lip off. Sometimes we're in a hurry. We get it done. We run out the door and we realize we missed part of our lip. All right. And now we color in because, again, these are waterproof. They're going to stay on way longer than any lipstick, any lip liner, any lip gloss. So you want to make sure that you fill in your lips. So when, if anything wears off, you don't have that ring around your lips. You have it nice filled in and it's colorful. So again, do the bottom of your lip and then go from the outside down to that line. There you go. Just like that. And then color it in. Color in the outsides, leaving the center open for your lip gloss. Okay. We call it the line right there. Okay. There's my lip liner, and the lip gloss she used is Beach Bronze. So I'm going to put that on and give it a nice shimmer. And there you go. Those are our lips. You're not supposed to mash them together. If Robert Jones saw me do that, he would say, "What are you doing? Don't be a masher." But anyway, there's my lips. And let me finish. Again, I just want to tell you, I will take a selfie. But I put Great Heights on over top of my lash intensity because the Great Heights, when you put 3 coats of Great Heights on, your lashes will be 76%, 76 or 80%. I should probably check these statistics before I tell you, but longer. They'll be longer. That's all you need to know. 3 coats makes it longer. And I already put the lash intensity on, which makes them thicker. That gives it volume. And now I'm making them longer. So I had somebody ask me what mascara I used the other day. So obviously they could see that I've got some pretty serious lashes. I don't know. I'll put my face in the camera and see if you can see them. See? I just hit my microphone. Sorry about that. You see my lashes? And so that's what I do. So I do lash intensity with Great Heights. Those are my favorite. So here's the blue-eyed look. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments. Send me an email. Text me. However you get this video, let me know what you think of it, okay? I hope that you love it. I hope that you are learning new application tips. I haven't done my eyebrows yet. I will also do my eyebrows before I take a selfie. But this video is already 20 minutes. So I'm going to say, have a great day. I hope you love these new looks, but definitely give me feedback because I always want to get better. Okay? Hope you're having a great day. God bless.